Good afternoon. My name is Jim Conlon, and welcome to the latest episode of our entertainment show. As you know, each week we on part three of our entertainment show we premiere a new TV series or movie that is debuting in Ireland, the UK, and it's nearly April. April's around the corner, so we thought we'd start a bit early in terms of premiering what's coming out on April. And up for discussion this week, we have a new TV series that is coming out on channel Netflix UK and Ireland here on April the 13th. It's been labelled as just as good as what Paper Empire was going to be with Robert Davi and Denise Richards. This is called Florida Man. It features an all-star cast including Abby Lee, Edgar Ramirez, Clark Craig, Emery Cohen, Paul Schneider, and our special guest this evening, the one and only Lauren Buyoli, who plays the role of Caitlin Fox. And Lauren, I was just looking at the plot about this, and you might be able to enlighten our viewers, but a quick synopsis, what I've discovered while watching the trailer, it's about when an ex-cop returns to his home state of Florida to find a mobster's runaway girlfriend, a sort of such. That's a sort of quick synopsis. You might go a bit more into detail in terms of our viewers what Florida Man is all about.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for having me, James. And Florida Man goes on a wild odyssey as that ex-gambler tries to find this mobster's runaway girlfriend. And I'm sure you've seen Florida Man memes in the past. It plays into the absurdity of some of the stories we hear coming out of Florida. So we get a little peek into some of the nefarious behavior behind that chase to find that girlfriend. And I play a news anchor who catches on to some of that nefarious activity and some of the criminal behavior and decides to leverage all of that drama for her own benefit.
Is there a bit of I spoke to one or two of the casts from Tulsa King there last week. Is there a bit of a Tulsa King vibe to this? Is there in terms of?
It's got a very film noir feel, and it's a dramedy, but there's so much comedy because it's created by Donald Todd, who is a brilliant showrunner and writer, and his team of writers is incredible. So it has a different feel because there is so much comedy interspersed throughout. I love Taylor Sheridan, so I'm a big fan of Tulsa King, but it has a different vibe, so I'm excited for people to see it.
Yeah, and Lauren, from watching the trailer as well, the interaction obviously between Abby Lee's character Della West and Edgar Ramirez's character Mike Valentina, it's almost raunchy, it's almost saucy. There's a bit of scenes of a sexual sort of nature as well in terms of that, in terms of the raunchiness of it, but almost that sort of gives that sort of vibe to us in terms of that it's that sort of tug life there, I'd say.
Yeah, I will say that this show will keep you on the edge of your seat. And I've been lucky enough to see it in its entirety. And I wanted to go back and watch it again because there are so many things that come together throughout the course of the series. And those two have an undeniable chemistry, which will keep everyone on the edge of their seats for sure. So very excited for you all to see it. But it is a lot of fun. I will say that.
And Lauren, does your character, Caitlin Fox, does she interact with Della West or Mike Valentina throughout this sort of series, or are they on different sort of bridges? Do their paths ever cross?
Yeah, I will, without giving anything away, I will say our paths intertwine, and my character decides to insert herself where she doesn't really belong. So she does engage and looks to kind of exploit the criminal activity going on behind the scenes to leverage for a news story. So that's what she's there to do.
So basically, she's going undercover as almost like an informant, like to get the scoop, that sort of story, an FBI agent type of thing. So is she obviously? Does she put herself into scenes of let's say descriptive nature in terms of scenes that she might be expected to do things that would be outside of her norm, outside of her character? Does she get caught into sort of scenes of that makes her feel uncomfortable, dare I say?
I will say she is very desperate for a story. She's an ambitious woman, so she doesn't go undercover as much as wants to get to the bottom of what's really going on because she knows that there's some dishonesty happening. So she decides to get to the bottom of the story, come hell or high water. So it'll be exciting for people to see it play out. I can't wait for everyone to
and yeah, and Lauren, I do believe you're in other productions that might be coming our way later on in the year in 2023 here in Ireland. You might enlighten our viewers about that, whether it be TV series or movies.
Yes, I'm going to be in Bill Lawrence's Bad Monkey for Apple TV Plus, opposite Vince Vaughn, an incredible cast there, and then opposite Damon Wayans in the feature Cinnamon, which will be streaming on Tubi later this year.
Yeah. And Lauren, I do believe you wanted to give a shout out here to some Irish connections and sort of family members, and maybe enlighten some of your memories of the time you spent here in Ireland.
Yes, I lived in Ireland when I was little, and the Whelan family, Brendan, Marie, Lorraine, David, Fiona, they helped raise me and are dear, dear friends of mine. So I hope that somehow they hear this. And I have the best memories going to County Cork and in Blackrock. So I have wonderful memories and honestly pictures of me running around in a field of wheat with some cows in the background. A very different life than the city vibe that I had after moving back. I lived in London before moving back to New York and the States. So I miss that time so much, and I see them, I get to still see them. So I'm grateful for that, but just wanted to send them love and hope they hear this.
And Lauren Buioli, obviously apologies if pronunciation's not coming across there. Lauren, in terms of our viewers and sort of listeners as well, for the final 30 seconds in this interview, you might enlighten them why they should tune in en masse to see you and your character, Caitlin Fox, in Florida Man, which debuts on here in Ireland and the UK and channel Netflix on April 13th. And what's in store for them, Lauren?
Absolutely. So, you're going to get some really riveting drama. The performances in this program are incredible in this series. They're absolutely phenomenal actors. And then you've got great comedy. And again, there's so many twists and turns in this story that it will leave you wanting to watch it a second time. So it's very entertaining. It's funny. It's beautifully shot, and it's created by an incredible group of humans. And I can't wait for everyone to tune in. So thank you for your support in advance, and sending you all love in Ireland.
On that note, from me, Jim Conlon, to you, Lauren Buioli, special success in the production of Florida Man. No doubt it'll have future seasons. It won't be just season 1. There'll be 2 and 3, no doubt, in the pipeline coming forward as well. All the best in the other productions you are in the upcoming 2023. And for me, Jim Conlon, to you, Lauren Buioli, stay safe, take care, and God bless.
Thank you. Right back at you. Thank you, James.